Let's talk about lists. Lists are pretty self-explanatory. They're a list of items, and you can create two types of lists, or at least we'll talk about two types of lists. You can create an unordered list by using the unordered list UL tag. So it is a opening and a closing tag. So what does an unordered list look like? Well, it's a list of items that have no order. The order does not matter. So I've created an unordered list. However, I have nothing in my list, as you can probably tell. So how do you add items to a list? Well, you just go li, and an opening and closing tag denotes that you're ready to add something to your list. So I could say, here's something on my list. And by default, we get a nice little bulletin point. We also get the indent from the left. So for example, if I put a paragraph tag up here, here are some lists. Just like we're used to, these paragraphs start at the very left with just a little bit of padding. And so lists are automatically indented so that they stick out a little bit farther from the left. And you could add as many things as you want to your list. So here's another thing on my list. And there it is, added just like that. And third time's a charm. Let's add one more. Here is the last thing on my list. Pretty simple. There is a second type of list you can make. We have the unordered list. And now we have the ordered list. And they work the exact same way. Except the only difference is you use an ordered list when you want to have a numbered list. You want to have number 1, number 2, number 3, or whatever numbers. You want these things to be ranked. So I could say here is the first thing on my list. And there you have the number 1. So all it really does is it just replaces the bulletin with a number, the bullet point with a number. And you don't have to add that number. It's going to add it for you. Here is the second thing on my list. Automatically numbers it. And the last thing on my list. So lists are pretty simple if you don't stylize them, and a pretty useful element to know of. So there you have it.